Hello, this is actually my second TikTok live. I just went live by accident a minute ago, but I realised I haven't edited the little description, so ignore that. What I'm actually going to be doing, I don't know if I actually can edit that. Doesn't look like I can. I thought I would come on here and just do a little bit of reading productivity, kind of. Not necessarily a sprint because it's not going to be timed or anything like that. But basically, I have had Krampus the Yule Lord on the back burn for like a month and a bit. Because I had some other books that I needed to post reviews for, so it's kind of just been put to the side. However, I feel like I need to get this read before February ends because, you know, Yule Lord, it is wintry in themes, wintry characters, that sort of thing. So I am aiming to get back into it. I did take it to work with me today and I read it on the way to work. I read it on my lunch break and I read it on the way home. So I actually started on, I think I had page 97 is where I paused at, and I'm currently now on page 116, so a good couple of pages read so far today, but I'm hoping to sit here for, I don't know, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, see how long my attention span can last, to get some more progress into this. But if you don't know what this is about, I will read you the blurb. One Christmas Eve in a small hollow in Boone County, West Virginia, struggling songwriter Jesse Walker witnesses a strange spectacle, 7 devilish figures chasing a man in a red suit towards a sleigh and 8 reindeer. When the reindeer leap skyward, taking the sleigh, devilmen and Santa into the clouds, screams follow. Moments later, a large sack plummets back to earth, a magical sack that thrusts the down-on-his luck singer into the clutches of the terrifying Yule Lord Krampus. But the lines between good and evil become blurred as Jesse's new master reveals many dark secrets about the cherry-cheeked Santa Claus, including how half a millennium ago the jolly old saint imprisoned Krampus and usurped his magic. Now Santa's time is running short, for the Yule Lord is determined to have his retribution and reclaim Yuletide. If Jesse can survive this ancient feud, he might have the chance to redeem himself in his family's eyes, to save his own broken dreams, and to help bring the magic of Yule to the impoverished fold of Boone County. And this is by Brom, and what I like is that he's a kind of all-around storyteller. So first of all, beautiful book. It's got some really cool deckled edges, the art is terrifying and fantastic, everything about it is just beautifully done. But at each chapter you'll see the artwork that Brom has created to accompany his story. I don't know if you can buy them, like if he sells them separately as like prints or anything like that, but I thought that was pretty cool, so I've been wanting to read Brom for the longest time. But yeah, this isn't going to be much of a chatty one. I'm just going to be doing some reading, so join me if you want to do some productivity, if you want to grab a book, have a bit of a chill session, do some crafting, journaling, that sort of thing. I might as well flip to my other current read, which is a buddy read with one of my friends on Instagram, and this is An Academy for Liars by Alexis Henderson. And this is kind of like dark academia. It was from the Evernight box, which is like the darker kind of horror reads section of Illumicrate, and I'm really liking this one so far. I'm currently, what page or chapter am I on? About to start chapter 10 with this one, and I'm on page 78, and I feel like I've been reading that every day so far since I started it, so I would like to read a little bit more of this tonight, whether on this live or on a different, like later on after I've washed up or something. But yeah, this one's really good too. So enough of that ramble. I've got my Pringles here and I'm just gonna lean over and grab my hot chocolate, then I'm gonna start my reading. So yeah, if you want to join me, you're more than welcome to grab a book, grab a hot drink, some snacks, some crafts, and just chill out. I've got my little ambience room, crackling fireplace going on in the background there. I'm not sure if it's too loud or whatever, but that's kind of just for my own sensory desire. And then I'm gonna read some of my book. Don't know how long I'm gonna last though, because sometimes my attention span is everywhere. Let me just grab my drink. Hopefully I won't spill it. Okay, I'm gonna go quiet now. It's time to read. You might see my cat Elsa jumping on my lap. Speak of the devil and she shall arrive. Careful. Oh gosh, luckily it's not hot, but that would have gone everywhere. Come on, get comfy then. I'm gonna have to lean over in a minute. I need to put the cup down. You gonna lay down? Lay down? Sorry, baby, was that your little toos? Was that your tootsie? Sorry. Right. Let's get this book back on, shall we? I really like how Krampus is depicted in this book. I'm really enjoying it. Hello. Hi. Bye. Oh. So, oh, hello. I'm just doing some reading sprints and getting some progress in this book that I've put down for a little bit. It's called Krampus the Yule Lord, and I'm really enjoying it. And it's not a spoiler, but it's just getting to the part where Krampus is saying Santa Claus's real name. And yeah, that took me by surprise. It seems like it's inspired by, like, well, leaning more heavily on the Norse mythology. I am streaming from the UK. Hello. I don't know Gambia. Whereabouts is there? That didn't make sense. Whereabouts is Gambia? Hello. Oops. Hey. Oh, thank you for liking the live. I'm just doing some reading, and I thought if people wanted to read or do some crafts or something, they can pop on by and chill out with me. I'm streaming from the UK. Hi Lenny. How you doing? Thanks for joining. I'm just doing my little reading. I said earlier that I wanted to come on here and just do a little bit of reading. If anybody wanted to join me doing some crafts, reading, journaling or anything, then this is the place. This is the spot. Have you had a good weekend so far? no, I'm glad you've had a chilled day. I'm sorry, your phone is dead. Are you at home? Are you able to charge it? And what book are you reading? Oh, thank you. This is Elsa. As soon as I sat down, she was like, okay, the lap is mine. She might doze off, but every time I like jolt when I'm reading the book, she's like, oh my god, what's happening, what's going on? And yes, I'm enjoying my book. This one is Krampus, oh sorry, The Yule Lord by Brom. I put it down for a little bit because I was reading like other books that I needed to review, but I kind of gave myself a deadline, like I need to read it by the end of February because it's like technically a winter book and I didn't think I'd be in the vibe like come March. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. It's very like easy to fall into. I felt like I left it for maybe a month and I've just got back into it and I'm already like devouring it, you know. Oh no! Oh, that's got to be so awkward for you. Have you made it like completely your vision for your home? Is it wallpaper or paint? Is it looking much different? And how long has it taken you? I know redecorating can be quite a lot. I think that's why when me and my other half moved into this flat, we kind of just left the walls as they were, but we like stick a load, not that you can see from behind me, but we stick a load of like art pieces up and stuff, so it kind of has our personality. We've got a lot of clutter as well, but we didn't paint it in the end. Oh, thank you. I feel like I recognise that title. Oh, are you enjoying the book? I think you just said you was enjoying it. That sounds. Is it like kind of romantic-y? Oh, I'm so glad it's almost done. The third time. Wow, that's dedication. I feel like it's always a great feeling once you've done, but it takes more out of you than you expect. Like no matter how many times you decorate or change up your space, it always takes longer than you think, you know. I don't know if that's just me though. Oh, that sounds fun. I feel like I'd probably enjoy that. I like that. Is the romance element kind of like the main storyline, or is it more magical? Oh no, what do you mean the wrong green? Oh, bless you. Was it only until like you painted everything and you was like, oh, this isn't what I was after? Oh, nice. Oh, lovely. I'm getting more into romance these days, especially with like a magical element. I think it's more my kind of, what's the word, my good transition into it, because if there's magic I'm like all over it, you know. And only once after you finished. I'm so sorry, that must have been gutting. Hey, so if you're right, I'm reading. Sorry, I should probably give a warning. Like, it's a weird cover. It's Krampus the Yule Lord by Brom, and I kind of gave myself a deadline. Like, if I've not finished it by February, I'm probably going to put it on like next year's winter TBR, because otherwise it's kind of like out of season for me. I'm not really like a seasonal reader as such, but I don't think I'll pick it up as much as I'd want to. I had to put it down because I was like reading other things that I needed to review, but I really am liking this. Are you reading anything at the moment, Soph? Oh, it was too yellow. Oh, I love a blue-green. I think one of my favourite colours, well, it was for a while, I prefer more brighter stuff now, but I really liked that duck egg blue shade. I don't know if it's a universal shade or if it was from like a particular painting brand or whatever, but that was really nice. It's kind of like a muted bluey greyish kind of colour. It was lovely. Oh no, everybody's going on about Onyx Storm at the moment. I'm going to be honest, I've not jumped onto the Fourth Wing hype such as yet. I've not given them a go yet. I intend to, but I've just not got around to it. You're struggling with it. Did you find the others easy to like breeze through? Did you enjoy them? Is it just this one, or are you thinking of DNFing it? That's such a shame, because Onyx Storm had so much hype. Like, everyone was going crazy when it was releasing, weren't they? Like, absolutely crazy. It's like such a shame. I might end up having to borrow them from the library or something. I mean, perks of the job, I work in a library, so I could always see what we've got on our shelves. Flame for Onyx would be a redemption. Oh no, I've had a couple of friends that have read the Iron Flame and said it felt kind of like second book syndrome, like very fillery. Oh no, it's just going downhill for you. That is such a shame. Do you know what, Lenny? I feel like no matter what your profession is, the dream job is a library or a bookshop. Like, even if you work in a complete different field, because before that I'm like, my education is in animal management, so for the last decade I've been in animal related jobs, right? So yeah, it was a big career change for me, but one that I've been passionate about. I've been like volunteering in libraries and such for a couple of years, but yeah, I feel like no matter who you speak to, they're like, oh, that's my dream job, and I'm like, yeah, it's crazy how we can all like bond over that. So how are you reading it at the minute? Are you doing like audiobook or physical or digital? Sometimes I find, well, I mean, if you're not enjoying it, you're not enjoying it, but sometimes I find like the different formats like can skew how I'm enjoying something, you know. Oh, lovely. What book are you at with Throne of Glass? I'm planning on continuing those with a buddy read, I think from April, I want to say, maybe March. But yeah, maybe you just need a change, or maybe you just don't like it, and that's valid as well. I think sometimes you can get so sucked into the hype and you're like, oh, I don't want to not like it because everybody loves it. Do you know what I mean? Then you feel like guilty for not liking it, but I don't know. Yes, definitely, yeah. Both, I feel like, in terms of careers, are super rewarding. So yeah, I thrive on the rewarding. I love seeing, you know, the fruits of my labour. Oh my god, that's so cool. I love that you read it as a book club. We're definitely considering buying on Kindle. Yeah, it might be easier. Like, oftentimes I'd like read physically but have the audiobook as well, especially if it's like, say, a super high fantasy where there's a lot of world building and a lot of new terminology and glossaries, and I don't want to keep flicking back all the time on like pronunciation and things like that. I find that really helps embed the story in my head. But digital, sometimes you don't even realise how quickly you're flicking through a book, do you? Because it's just like boom boom boom. So it might be better for you, but you can only see, can't you? Oh, nice. Are you going to go back and like start Throne of Glass from the beginning, or do you think you're just going to like continue from where you set off? How long ago did you read it? Does it make much of a difference, or do you remember where you were, or what happened rather? You went into a slump. Was it because of the book or just generally? God, I realise I'm asking you loads of questions, sorry. Big Heart's painful to read as well. I feel like I'm fully on audiobook. I get that, Lenny, I do. Like, this isn't a hardback, it's paperback. It's super floppy, but I think one of the reasons, as well as like reading other books, that I like put this down is because it's just awkward. Like, this is a hardback next to it. Like, they're the same height, but do you see how awkwardly wide this is to take around to work and stuff like that? It's just awkward, so I get that. I do get what you mean, even though this isn't a hardback. Oh, bye, Elsa. But I love an audiobook. I used to like be really not against it at all, but just didn't see why people vibed with it so much, and now I'm completely turned around, and like most of what I consume at the moment is audiobooks. Oh, literally only last month. That's fair enough. That's definitely still stuck in your head then, innit? I hope you enjoy it. I think I read the last one I read was Queen of Shadows, I think. So I started reading them as I was coming out. So I did Throne of Glass. I want to say I even read the second one. I can't remember all the names. The second one, and then I think Assassin's Blade came out, so I read that one, and then I continued on, and then I just stopped. I don't know why. I think it's because I was getting the original covers that everyone goes crazy about now. They were doing them in Asda at the time, and I think at some point around like the 5th or 4th book I couldn't find it in Asda, so I just stopped because they were only like £4 or something, and now I see them like vinted for like over £100. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Maybe I shouldn't ever let mine go then. And yeah, Lenny, it's a really awkward wide book, but it's comfortable. Like, it is floppy, it's just awkward. Did you say you did the ebook for Throne of Glass, Lenny, or did I just misunderstand that? Thank you, David. My glasses are quite snazzy. I do like them. I didn't used to understand them either. Oh, okay. You didn't finish typing. And that seems to be my most... definitely a complete turnaround, eh? Oh, no. You went into a slump. Assassin's Blade was one of my favourites. I really enjoyed that one. It made me cry. So far anyway, because I've still got like how many books to finish, I've got this weird thing in my head where I can't finish A Court of Thorn and Roses until I finish Throne of Glass, because I started Throne of Glass first. So in my head I'm like, oh yes, I should finish that series first, even though I'm pretty sure I've got all the books for A Court of Thorns of Roses, and it's a slightly shorter series maybe. I don't know. In my head I'm like, no, Throne of Glass first. Oh, bless you. No wonder it put you into a slump. Like, that was a heavy read, right? It was, the emotions were like up here. They were through the roof. That must have really, changed things. Oh, you poor thing. You poor thing. Hope you're okay. You poor thing. Oh, bless you. Oh, God. That must have been, that must have hit. That must have really hit. Oh, God. Oh, bless. Okie dokie. See you later, Lenny. So, thanks for hopping on, Soph. Take care. I'm probably not going to be much longer on here, to be fair, but it's good to have you both. Take care. Have a lovely evening. Chloe! Hello! You okay? How you doing? I miss you. Oh, I did, thank you. It was really lovely. Had a great time. We was only away for a night, but we had a lovely time. What are you reading at the moment? Have you got a book on the go? Same. Handmaid's Tale. Oh my gosh, I've been wanting to read that for so long. Did you end up watching the show? I think they've got a couple of seasons out now, haven't they? But I do have a copy. I will get to it one day. Are you enjoying it? The Libby app. Oh my gosh, that's so funny because, well, we had a subscription I think with Libby at work, but we push BorrowBox now. I think they're the same thing though or something. Yeah, so I feel like my influence of library stuff is use BorrowBox, use Libby, and it spirals, doesn't it? Did you get your phone plugged in, Nene? The last season comes out this year. Dang, I didn't know that the season was still like ongoing. I thought it was like a finished thing. I knew there was a couple, but I thought it was like done. Oh, amazing. I should really get on that. I really should. It's quite intense, isn't it? Oh, The Parable of the Sower. Is that Octavia E. Butler? I've wanted to read some of those books as well. Wow. BorrowBox is amazing. It's like Libby. I think you've probably got a lot of the same stuff that you have on the Libby catalogue, but I think, yeah, it's like the same thing from what I understand. God, I've got like four or five books on the go as well at the minute. It's a lot. I try not to have more than 5, but I think I might have maybe 6 potentially, and I try, like, how am I gonna separate them in my brain, but they are quite vastly different, I would say. But it's finding the time and which book am I going to pick at that moment in time, you know. Oh, bless you. You poor thing. What an awkward place for the plug to be. I guess the sofa, depending on your like living room layout, probably the best place for the sofa, but how awkward for you. Repeated casual mentions. Very brutal things, yeah, I can imagine. Wow. Wow, that's a lot. I never read Shatter Me or Hunger Games. Chloe, I think you read Shatter Me, didn't you? And Hunger Games as well. But no, I never read those. House builders. Tut house builders. Oh, amazing. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce Sina. Hi. Sana. Hi, Sana. If you get a chance. Ooh. Okay. Maybe I will go back and give those a go. As we know, audiobooks are exquisite. Oh, bless you. Yeah, because there's more than 3 now, isn't there? Is it like a 6-book series? I don't know. Does it follow the same characters? Oh. 11. Oh my gosh. I didn't realise that was that many. My gosh. Good, currently on the 3rd. Okay. Are you planning on reading all of them with the novellas and everything as well? Or are you going to do like the main series, the main story? Oh. Okay, fair enough. That sounds good. I do like it when we get other perspectives. Maybe not so much in the main story, especially if I've got a favourite like POV in the story and it keeps breaking away to other characters. So I think novellas with that is a better way to do it in some cases. Oh God, that sounds traumatic. My goodness. Oh, you sent a rose. Thanks, Chloe. That is so cute. Oh, bless you. Cheers. Right, chapter 7. This is the illustration for that. Pretty cool. I am going to wrap up now because I need to do some washing up before it gets to the point where I cannot move from the sofa. Thank you for joining me. Hope you had a nice time. Good to see you. Good to see you, Lenny. Good to see you, Chloe. Good to see you, Soph, from earlier. Have a lovely evening, you two. Take care. Bye.